Hey, it's Clay Trader at claytrader.com. Right now I have a position on the table, shorted 500 shares at 1908 or 1905, excuse me, on ROS. I'm thinking that this is going to slowly head down and retest these lows. So that's what I'm looking for here. The trade is just underway. I may look to add a few depending on the price action, but right now just going to go with 500 shares. Again, I'm thinking that it's going to head back down and retest these lows, but before that's going to happen, needs to get down here through this $19 level. So we'll see what happens. I will pause it and keep you updated. Okay, what I've done now is I have a position of 1,200 shares at 1920. Like I said, wanted to build a little bit more, still thinking that within the grand scheme of things, this wants to roll back over. So now have, again, 1,200 shares at 1920, and we'll see what happens with it, but that's where the position currently stands. Okay, it's rolling over here. I have some shares to pull out some profits at 1915. So if I get filled, these will turn to green. So I have 1915, 1913, and 1911 to pull off some profits. So we'll see if those can go down there and get hit. Well, it got close but didn't quite hit, so we'll see if it can roll back down there or not. All right, looking like I'm just going to realize the loss here. Don't like how it's breaking out on me, so I'm just going to back out there. So $278 loss, made $58 earlier, so down $220. But I like the possibilities there. It just wasn't quite working out. Don't like the strength it's showing here. So I'm just going to hop out here, and let's see if I can make up any of these losses here. The day is still young, so let's see what happens. All right, picked up some shares. Now I'm looking to just scale out here. Just going to pause there. I'm going to hit the bid. Let's give it, there we go. So I have 100 shares left here. Let's see if we can get a break over 31. I'm actually, for these final shares, just going to set a stop loss down at 79. So we'll let these final 100 shares work for me. Probably got a little too greedy on that in terms of scaling out, but after the loss, just wanted to get myself back in the right mental time frame. So I'm either going to take a 2-cent loss on these final 100 shares, or this is going to bounce and head back up and work for me. So we'll see what happens with it, but put some green on the board here. And not a lot, but like I said, more so just to get myself back in a positive mental time frame. So we'll see what happens. If it can get back up above 32, I'm going to make sure that those final 100 shares is a win. So it is above there. So I am going to just move that up to 89. Probably a little bit too tight, but like I said, just want to make sure that these final shares will make 8 cents on them. But if it wants to keep on moving up, then we'll let it work for me. But if I'm going to keep on looking around, I'll keep you posted. I'll try to capture whether or not I get stopped out. But just know right now stop loss is at 31.89 for those final 100 shares. Looking like I'll probably get stopped out here. I'm right there at 89. Bids at 90. Big indecision point here. Lots of bid whacking going on, but lots of buying at the offer. Lots of selling here, but also lots of buying. So big indecision point, and that's reflected in that tight little candle right there. So right now I'm feeling very good about having my order at 89 there, as it hit 90, but I was 1 penny underneath, so that's always encouraging. And with that, like I said, I know I'm being a little too tight here, but I want to pull in as many profits as possible on this one. So I have it at 96 now. So if it wants to drop below the round number, I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room, but then I want out. Like I said, I'll be the first to admit, probably a little bit too tight here. But for me, I know my mind, I know my psychology. I just want to, get back on the winning track. So worst case now, I'm making, 15 cents on the shares. So not too bad at all. But if this can get bouncing back up, it could be even more than that. We shall see. All right, got stopped out a little bit, 3 cents below what I wanted. At 31.93, so that trade in its entirety brought in $47. Way too aggressive on the scalping, but I'm just reiterating this point because it's a important point about you as a trader. You got to know your psychology. I know mine. After I take a loss, then I just want to get back on the winning track, and one of those things where big loss here and then two kind of smaller wins. But the thing to keep in mind is you don't have all the context, so that looks a little off. But yesterday I had a very good day, so I was willing to go a little bit bigger on Rose. It didn't work out, so my loss was bigger. But had it worked out in my favor, I can promise it would have been a much bigger win than $278. So yeah, that looks a little lopsided right now, but within the overall context of things, with yesterday's day and then today, I knew I had a little bit more wiggle room to try to go big. But we'll see what happens. Now down 173, 10-10. So let's see if I can find a couple more trades to try to knock out this loss here. Quick little update on Rose where I took my loss. Had I been, undisciplined, remember I sold out, down in the 1940s, low or high 30s, low 40s. Right now it's gone up as high as 58 and just seems to continue to work its way up. So at this point, it's one of those things where I'm very happy with that decision because the loss would be that much bigger already. So just a little point there. Take your losers, move on, and start to work on fighting it back into the green. As I look around now, check out Rose at 1970s. So I would be in that much more of a world of hurt. So again, 278 loss, looking much better. Keep in mind from a risk versus reward, that's what I risked. But had this went down and revisited these lows, that could have been a very nice payday. So sure, the loss looks on the bigger side, but had it rolled over, that number would be green and a much bigger amount than 278. So anyways, just want to kind of keep it up to date because a really good life or real life example of why you just want to honor your plan, get out, cut your losers, and move on. Because this, this is what I like to call the torture chamber I would be in right now. All right, well, I'm going to wrap things up. It's now about 11:30. I've actually had all sorts of things going on, both with real estate stuff. I do some stuff, real estate investing. Just launched another chat room on the site. So I've been kind of trading and not, but now I'm down to negative $72 on the day. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll fight back, but I'm very pleased with that, especially given... like I said, yesterday, and then, today I was willing to go a little bit bigger, excuse me, and $72, like I said, only 11:30 a.m. Eastern, so still plenty of time to fight back and get myself at least to even, but even if I don't, $72, I'm very confident I can wipe away in tomorrow morning's trading session. So, if you want to learn how to trade like this, meaning with charts, candlesticks, the great thing about charts and candlesticks is whether you're looking to sell within a few minutes like I am, or a few hours, or a few days, or a few weeks, charts are a great way to, they can be applied to all those different time frames. Also, if you're interested in joining my private trading group where there's a live chat room, a newsletter, you can sign up to that. Actually, I have an order out there somewhere. There it is. There we go. Sorry, just noticed that. Always got to, I guess I could have used my Control-0 to cancel everything out. But anyways, I don't know where I was, but go to claytrader.com. Also have courses, all sorts of stuff there. So look around, do some shopping around, compare prices. If you're interested in investing into your education or anything, you'll see my prices are more than fair. So again, closing this video down, negative 72. And it is the way it is, or it is what it is. That's just how trading goes. Yesterday, I actually did a video where I was up $243 in 20 minutes. So, just looking at the videos, I'm still net green by quite a bit, and we'll see what happens with it. I'm really wanting to kick myself now. I had a nice position built, and now it's really rolling over, but got a little too trigger happy there. Oh well, thank you for watching. As always, click the like button. I know this probably isn't the most exciting video. Most people are posting massive wins and massive gains, so negative $72 might not be too exciting, but it is a very realistic look at things. So have a good one. Thanks.